Superstars on a gorgeous Chamber of Commerce autumn afternoon in South Florida. Some of the National Football League superstars that you have just met are getting ready for the swimming competition. This event to be held in the pool of the Sonesta Beach Hotel. There will be 2 qualifying heats with 5 swimmers advancing to the final. The winners of each heat and the 3 remaining fastest times will move to the final. Let's meet the members of the first heat. There will be 3 superstars, and Russ Francis, who holds the superstars record, steps up to the platform to be introduced. His record time, 23.91. Here's Mark Gastineau of the New York Jets Stock Exchange. Big, agile, graceful. We saw him finish second in last year's men's final. And there's Nolan Cromwell, a gifted athlete from the Los Angeles Rams. He can do most anything well. Once again, there'll be 2 links to the pool, 50 yards. Not the English Channel, but for the superstars, sometimes it is a formidable challenge. We've had hilarity and we've had good times. Set to go. Again, it has to be Francis, the favorite. He holds the record in the superstars.
Swimmers, take your mark.
Good start by Gastineau and Francis. They're right together. Francis now out in lane number 2 has a little bit of a lead over Gastineau, and then it's Nolan Cromwell. And watch Francis. He has a terrific flip turn. He should come off the wall and pick up distance on Gastineau, and he does. Russ Francis in the first heat. He'll coast in. Gastineau is second and Nolan Cromwell. It is Russ Francis moving to the wall. He'll be the winner in the first heat, followed by Gastineau and then Nolan Cromwell, who links to the pool 50 yards. And Russ Francis has assured himself a spot in the final. He is catching his breath, and Don Meredith is poolside with Russ. Let's have a word from Russ Francis. Don?
Hello, Russ. Obviously, you saved a little for the final, right?
Huh? When did I do that?
I mean, you didn't go full out.
I wasn't saving anything.
You didn't?
I just ran out of it.
That's fast you swim. That was good. You're the record holder in here. Mark, you did a good job also, as a matter of fact. Were you holding back a little bit, waiting for the final?
Everything I had, I gave.
Everything you had, you gave?
Yeah.
Let's take a look at that flip turn. We saw him do it in 1981 when he set the Superstars record. Coming up right here, he'll come off that wall, and even though he has a slight lead over Gastineau at this point, he will increase that lead with a superb turn.
Baumhower.
The big tight end who grew up in Hawaii is well at home in the water, and he has assured himself a spot in the final. Of course, the winner of both heats will move to the final, and they'll be joined there by the 3 next best times from the 2 heats. Those are the results of the first heat in the swimming. Let's take a look at the 10 events which will be contested by the Monday Night Football Superstars. Now, each competitor may only enter 7 events, and it's his choice as to which 3 he will not participate in. And over the 10 years that we've watched Superstars competition, we've seen some incredible times. Tony Dorsett, a 9.57 for the 100. O.J. Simpson, remember him? He ran a 9.69. That did James Lofton last February. Greg Pruitt had a 9.7. We've seen weights lifted over 300 pounds, and we've seen a half-mile run in under 2 minutes. Competition points are awarded as follows to the top finishers in each event. 10 points for first, 7 for second, 4 for third, 2 for fourth, and 1 point for the 5th place finisher. Also awarded $100 per point. And after 10 events, the Superstars winner is the athlete who has accumulated the highest point total. The winner will collect $20,000 for first place, $15,000 for second place, $10,000 for third, $5,000 for fourth. And as we mentioned, in addition, each competitor will receive $100 for each point earned. In a moment, the other qualifying heat in the swimming competition. But earlier, Don Meredith got a word with Bigfoot Bob Baumhower.
From what I understand, swimming is a sport that you're familiar with. Do you think possibly that these, your own little flippers that you have, size 15 shoe, Bob, I mean, that's got to help you in the water, right?
I think it might help. I don't need any flippers like you say. I can just use my feet, and that ought to help me a little bit.
Size 15 shoe?
Right. Yeah, it's tough buying shoes.
How about a big bucket triple E or something like that? Is it wide, too?
It's wide, too. I got it all. I got length and width.
All right, we'll be watching Bob Baumhower. Russ Francis has qualified for the finals earlier, and now the other qualifying heat. Remember, it's the winner of each heat and the remaining 3 fastest swimmers. Now, if we can get Cris Collinsworth located on his starting platform, we'll be ready to make the lane assignments. Come on, Cris. Move it around. All right. In lane number 2, it's going to be Ahmad Rashad. He's the oldest player in this competition. He's 32 years old, and there's Bob Baumhower. He's in lane number 3. Has done a lot of diving, so he swims well. From the other side of the Sunshine State, Tampa Bay's fine tight end, Jimmie Giles. And here he is, finally located, Cris Collinsworth for the Bengals. We know he swims well. We saw him last February for not only the football preliminary of the Superstars, but the men's final. Okay, set to go. They're all positioned.
I'm going to say, swimmers, take your
Again,
mark.
Baumhower has to be considered the favorite along with Collinsworth.
Swimmers, take your
Baumhower
mark.
is in lane number 3. Good start. Jimmie Giles with a good start. And Collinsworth quickly overtakes Jimmie Giles. He has a little bit of a lead over Baumhower. It's Collinsworth and Baumhower is coming on. Giles now falling back. It'll be Baumhower going for the turn. Neither Superstar with the flip turn, and Baumhower opens a little bit of a lead over Cris Collinsworth. Baumhower showing a smooth stroke. Will win the second heat. He'll move to the final as Cris Collinsworth continues on looking for good time. He will try to be one of those with the 3 next best times, but Baumhower is the winner. Here comes Ahmad Rashad. Rashad will edge out Jimmie Giles for 3rd place here in the second heat of the swimming. And here comes Jimmie Giles. The winner, Bob Baumhower, and Don's a poolside with this big man.
Thank you, Bob.
Bob, you got those big flippers working. That way to go.
I got a bad start, but I got them flippers going, like you said, after a while.
You didn't use that flip turn. Are you saving that for the final?
Saving it for the finals for Russ.
That was a good job. You came in there in pretty good shape. You'll be ready for the finals, all right?
Thank you. Yeah.
I got to be honest with you, Jimmie. You didn't show me much.
Well, this is not one of my specialties, although I do live in the sun. I don't get out in the water that much.
On the other hand, you were better than Rashad. He's the worst I've ever seen.
Well, he is, but I think I got him by a little bit.
Anyway, good effort. Good effort.
All right.
All right, let's take a look at the results of heat number 2. Baumhower, his time 26.86, a little more than 2 seconds behind Russ Francis's winning time in the first heat. Let's take a look at the finalists that'll be competing, and Russ Francis has to be considered the favorite. There they are.